which killed 3 men and wounded 9 other people. And the mayor of New Orleans was indicted Friday by a federal grand jury. This makes Mayor LaToya Cantrell the first New Orleans mayor charged with a federal crime while still in office, the subject of a corruption probe for several years. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
If you want 5 free classic radio shows to add to your library or listen to them anytime you'd like, just go to 100radioshows.com. There's 5 shows waiting for you. Fibber McGee and Molly, Suspense, Jack Benny, Gunsmoke, and Richard Diamond, Private Detective. They're yours free. Just put your email in. We'll send you an email with 5 links. The links never expire. The shows sound amazing. They're yours as our gift. At that site, 100radioshows.com, there are hundreds and hundreds of additional classic radio shows for purchase. If you decide to buy any of those shows, use the promo code
radio.
That's right. Use the promo code
word is
radio. If you do that, you'll save 70% on your order. Now, that's done at checkout. Make sure you put the promo code in, save 70%. Get some free classic radio shows at 100radioshows.com, at 100radioshows.com.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, 8:05 on a Monday. This is the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. Get up and get them in 314-590-3770. We are live on YouTube, too, by the way. Go on YouTube and press in Lou Info and like and subscribe, and you can chat with us. Do your thing. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here. The Cardinals are on the road in Miami. I will join them in Tampa, where they're going to be playing games in that spring training stadium, which is cool. But I thought the Cardinals showed a lot of moxie over the weekend. I don't know if anyone else agrees with it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That was brutal.
It is brutal. It was
playing
brutal.
shorthanded intentionally. While they make sure that Donnie's okay. Donnie has a toe. Wilson has a foot. Issues in parentheses. And then they were without Victor Scott the second, who got hurt chasing Aaron Judge home run ball. It's nice to see that they brought up a kid from AAA, Nathan Church,
baby.
Who was their best defender in terms of outfield position, who was hitting like 335 at Memphis. And he took an offer, but he went right into the starting lineup because they just they don't have the guys now.
No.
And so they had a game that it seemed like was in hand. There was an emotional moment because Joel Pozo for Players Weekend was using a bat designed by kids who were really a touching story, dealing with pediatric strokes. His son survived one when he was a newborn, still dealing with the health issues. Anyway, he goes to Mercy. Some of the kids that were dealing with the same thing put their handprints on a bat, and then he homers with that bat.
Yeah, baby.
And everything was going great, and everything. I'm getting my questions for Pozo ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And then they gave up 2 runs without the Yankees having to get a base hit. There was some errors. Pozo let a ball get by him. And next thing you know, it's a lopsided game. And I was in my feelings. So that's where I am today. Hi, Rock.
What's up, Rock? What's up with you, baby?
Hey, Jim, how are you
What's
doing
up?
today?
What's up, Rock?
I mean, no one won over the weekend, so that was a little rough. But I mean, it was hot as hell. That was a little rough. Not the most ideal weekend across St. Louis.
No, not really.
Wait, so we can blame this on the weather?
Yeah, of course.
As if both teams weren't dealing with the weather?
No, I didn't.
No,
no one did that.
You said it was hot.
I'm that's simply a fact. I know you have a struggle with those sometimes. But that's what we call a fact.
Well, we were talking about what a bad weekend both teams lost, and then you brought up the weather.
No, I said both teams lost.
I thought there was an implication.
Comma, and the weather sucked around St. Louis. Therefore, it was a bad weekend all around St. Louis. That was my point. There was a comma separating the thought
maybe
processes.
Deliver it with a little pause.
See,
in there.
that's what a comma does. Is it separates the thought.
But
I know. The youngins apparently. The youngins are apparently the ones who don't write very much. But a comma separates thoughts.
Please, I know how to write.
I mean,
but you do understand that when you're delivering some verbally, there's no punctuation. It's up to your voice.
And that's what I did. I paused and then I separated
the tape.
thought.
Play the tape. There was not a pause.
Play the tape.
Listen, I know you're in your feelings about STL City. I don't know why they can't
really care that much.
I don't know why they can't hold a lead. I don't why can't they hold a lead?
Don't know.
They're a very mediocre team. So
I was watching
mediocre teams get beat.
So I'll admit this, Rock. I'm a fan of yours now because I'm trying to learn about soccer, and now I read your soccer tweets not with the intent of mockery, but with the intent of trying to learn something. But you were breaking out some lingo I just didn't even understand.
Well, I mean, I don't understand it either, but they do have different lingo, and Rock certainly knows how to talk soccer. That's
I
for
mean,
sure.
you got to use their lingo because then people get mad at you if you don't use their lingo.
But
because then people think you're educated about the sport if you don't use the correct lingo.
Yeah.
So you have to talk in the language.
Yep.
If I'm an MLS boss, which
if I said a football team advanced the ball when they got a first down and instead of saying first down, you'd be like, "Who's the Yahoo trying to simplify sports? It's called a first down, jackwagon."
This is America, so I think a key to making soccer more popular would be Americanize some of the lingo.
Then give me some of the lingo that I use that you didn't understand. Let's break it down.
What did you say? You call everything a strike when it's a shot, right? A shot is a strike.
Well, a strike is a way to describe a shot.
A beautiful strike.
Yeah.
But
that's like saying somebody.
You could say I'm
using different words.
I'm trying to understand.
Makes contact with the ball in baseball. You don't call everything a hit. He hammered that one,
cranked it.
He smashed that.
Okay,
that was.
But don't they call some shots strikes though?
I think they're all shots technically on the stat line, but like when I guess sometimes when it's your striker taking the shot, it's a strike.
So. First off, you look beautiful on television.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Damn good.
Haircut worked out.
Right?
Damn good, baby.
So I'm trying to learn from you. If you're good enough to get on the network affiliate in St. Louis talking soccer, I'm going to try to use the information that's available to me on a daily basis, Monday through Friday on Hot Take Central. But the strike, I thought, I'm looking it up. I'm Googling. Is that a shot? It was a beautiful strike.
I like that. I like that term, strike.
We use shots.
Yeah, Yeah, but he's got to play.
Yeah,
he has to have the lingo,
having
man.
an issue with synonyms, and that really throws me off because I just don't want to use the
Synonym.
word. He shot that hard. I'm trying to, you got to change the words
got you
around
a
a little
Egg
bit. I'm not
McMuffin.
trying to get flowery, but
I'm gonna eat that at 9
trying to change things around, Jimmy.
When you leave, Andy summoned
because
you.
I have
Andy summoned you.
he summoned me. God,
He's your boss.
he is my boss. Donovan Hurt. If only they had a stud infielder waiting in Memphis they could bring up. I thought they were trying to win. Wombat.
Listen.
They've never said they were trying to win this year.
No, they did. They said they were trying to win
wait,
while.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
They did say we're trying to win while giving runway.
So they changed.
And the immediate thing was the guy with the runway they thought would be gone at third base. Now he's hurt. And he was here for bulk of the season with Nolan Arenado. Didn't work out great. But I kind of wonder why at this point. Donnie has a toe. They said they're going to give him 3 days. So today he's probably not playing, maybe tomorrow. If he can't go, then you got to bring up Weatherholt.
You would think so.
I don't get that. So it's hard for me to defend. Yes, I will say they lost to the Yankees because of the hot weather. And I'm not arguing at all with Rock on that. I'm grabbing anything I can cover the bad.
You talked to
series.
Goldie?
I did talk to Goldie. He's awesome.
He's a nice guy, isn't he? I heard nothing but good things because his kids play hockey, and then some of my buddies' kids play hockey with him. Nicest, approachable, cool guy.
Nicest guy. But I will say that the problem, and I'll say it again, because I've been thinking about this, because Mo's on the way out. You start taking stock, right? So how did this all happen? Yeah, there were bad decisions. But honestly, because I was looking at Goldie won an MVP in 2022. Arenado was right behind him in the voting. You had two generational talents at the corners. First off, these guys.
Oh, you're a right shoulder. Hayes again.
Are perennial Gold Glovers. Your defense is better with those guys in there. And at the same time, they are monsters at the plate. The numbers are MVP caliber, as good as anyone in baseball at the time. So what happened? You had this.
Yeah.
What happened?
And then they both almost simultaneously went off the cliff.
Yeah. And the 1 year where they were both hitting in the regular season and one of them won an MVP and you had the pitching, their bats evaporated in the playoffs. And you didn't have the rest of the roster to pick up the slack with those two guys not hitting in the playoffs. And then after that season, they never had the pitching. And but they eventually fell off the cliff too.
Those guys went off the cliff. And I'm not blaming because, yes, they didn't have a great pitching staff. But if you have those guys, and granted, age is real, although Arenado's not an older guy. Goldie's older than him. But they both kind of went off the cliff. Even Goldie, whose numbers were okay, but you need clout from first base, and they weren't getting it. And Arenado did a
They were both
dive.
still above average hitters,
but that's not who they were
in
supposed to be.
But I'm saying when in 2023 when they lost 91 games, that wasn't because Goldie and Arenado started their fall off. That was because the pitching was god awful that season.
But there was a trend going that they had to address, and they didn't. And that's where, to me, they are. Because if you have those two guys, and granted, you're not going to get MVP numbers every year, I understand that. But you're talking about two perennial Gold Glovers, two guys in the MVP chase because of their offensive prowess. They both go off the cliff simultaneously. And it is off the cliff compared to where they were offensively. And they just kind of rolled with it. Because if you have those two guys, you don't even need a huge, think about it. As Ollie put yesterday, it's true. We have to play a perfect game to beat a good team. Back then, you had enough clout in the middle of your lineup that you could be down a few runs, and someone's going to get a hold of one. And you had other guys around who were pretty good. They didn't do enough to beef up the entire batting order, 1 through 9. But to me, that's where everything went south. They went off the cliff together, and I'm not putting blame on. I love Goldie, I love Arenado, but that's kind of where it all started, in my opinion.
The Cardinals suck. Love it. Called it in March of 2023. Things won't change until BD3 is gone forever. Boycott until further notice. No, you never want to boycott.
It's not going to really. It's not going to solve anything. It's not. They're not going to sell the team. They brought in a new guy. They brought in Chaim Bloom. Don't you want to see what he can do?
But I mean, I'm letting them know these last couple months of this season that it was unacceptable, and the only way fans can speak is with their wallets. So I never criticize fans for speaking with their wallet.
I don't either.
It's the one way they can do it. So get out there. So I say get out there and let your voices be heard the one way you can. I respect that.
I hope Mo and company enjoy the tumbleweeds in the stands the rest of their home games this year. Kevin, they're not happy. Anyone in this chat or speaking on the dais could do a 5 times better job than John Mozeliak. Mozeliak is the only man in the history to make 30-plus mistakes and still keep his 7-8 figure pay job after.
He also made some great moves. Now, granted, that was early in his tenure. He'll probably end up in the Cardinal Hall of Fame. He will. Well, let's not pretend like he never made really good moves. A lot of them haven't gone his way lately, and that's why he's leaving. You know, like it's not like it hasn't been addressed. Maybe not as soon as some fans would have liked. But my point is, fans can boo. It's their money, so I'm for them doing what. Don't show up if you don't enjoy it. My point is, I don't think you're going to force a sale of the team.
That's not what anyone's saying. I don't think anyone's...
That's what that guy just said.
But
that's what he said, and I was responding to that. Well, I was responding to that.
They're going to sell, and no one actually, like, legitimate people who are angry about this don't think that the one
right. But I was comma or not, I was responding to that.
Oh, that's funny, man. Oh man, what's the biggest bright spot in this Cardinals this year for the Cardinals? What's the biggest bright spot?
Mason Wynn.
There it is.
Mason Wynn is a future all-star.
He's
he made
fun
a
to
play
watch.
yesterday. I mean, I don't know how he got that throw off.
Yeah, on the ground, kind of like spun around through
I think he took an 0 for yesterday, but he's still hitting 260. And this was a guy who they thought might struggle offensively, and he's been really good in the second half. And his defense is unbelievable. All this while dealing with a knee that's not great. People don't even know that because that's a good young man right there.
It doesn't seem like his knee's banged up. The way he's moving around, holy cow.
If you watch closely, there are times where he'll try to leg out an infield hit or something, and he'll stop, pass first, and take a deep breath. I don't know. He said he doesn't think it's going to need surgery, just a lot of rest. He had torn meniscus in high school. He said it's not at that level. I'm just pointing out. And really good stuff from Mason Wynn, and he's not 100%. And look, at this point in the season, most guys are playing with something that's not right.
Yeah, you're all banged
But Mason Wynn is shining. I also like Pozo. Listen, I'm not saying he's the future of the catcher position. I do find it interesting. Another guy that I think is a bright spot is Herrera, because that guy looks like he can hit into injuries. Pitchers, if you watch the way they attack him, are now attacking him with everything but the kitchen sink. He continues to hit. He wants to be back at catching. And the interesting thing about that is if there's one position the Cardinals are stocked with talent in the minor leagues, it's catcher. So I guess they're going to have to figure that out as well.
Who is the last quality starting pitcher the Cardinals have drafted and developed?
Boy, that's a good one. Let's see. Well, Luke Weaver is good out of the Yankee bullpen. They drafted him. But he didn't really do a lot for the Cardinals.
We thought he might struggle offensively, but he's hitting 260, high bar for this team. Wow. That's a positive one.
Wait, who, what?
Mason Wynn.
Yeah.
Mason Wynn.
We're getting some comments on the YouTube chat about your comment about Mo being in a red jacket, which I think you're right about. But Gino says, Gino says the fans will never vote Mo in. Kevin Nixon, the fans ain't voting Mo into the red jacket club. Bruce from Birmingham, Mo should not be in the Hall of Fame. Ryan Bowman, I think Mo had a bit of a bad reputation from the beginning because many Cardinals fans feel that Walt Jocketty was basically pushed out the door to accommodate Mozeliak.
So the truth is with Jocketty, good man, had a great run, but he did not institute the analytics. Now the DeWitts, Now, granted, they didn't do enough after that, I would say. I think they would admit that they have by kind of refurbishing their minor league system, how they judge talent and all that stuff. But they were like the first to invest money in analytics. And Jocketty was not integrating that. And he was an old school guy. I mean, if you look, the Cardinals wanted major league talent. They didn't really care as much about the minor league system as teams value it today. So that's where I think Jocketty ran afoul with ownership. I don't know if it was Mo pushing him out. It was he kind of didn't like the direction that ownership wanted to head in with analytics. That would be my take on that.
Mason Windu says, wasn't Mo instrumental in drafting Pujols and Molina?
Sure. It was his team.
What was his job in 2000?
I don't know, because he went from pitching. He was a computer guy. I really don't have like the track of. He used to throw BP, Mo. He was an IT guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he was like, he evolved as IT guy who would kind of help with some baseball stuff because he loved it, and then kind of climbed the ranks.
So apparently he was promoted to scouting director in '99 and did oversee the drafting of Pujols and was.
All right.
So he got here in '95 as an assistant in the scouting department, was assistant scouting director in '98, and was promoted to scouting director in 1999.
That'll get you a red jacket.
Yeah, that'll
mean,
drafting the best right-handed hitter of a generation.
And what round was that? 13th or something?
13th, 11th?
My God.
I think you're right about that one.
Yeah, he's,
It's funny you talk about the analytics people coming in, because I was talking to somebody who was working for the Cardinals back then. He was like, the funny thing is like all the baseball people apparently were like, this is awesome, more information. And apparently the analytics people walked in, they were like, all right, listen here, you crusty old idiots. Here's how you actually work baseball. And they were like, oh, we were prepared to work with you guys. And so like it's funny that it's always it's always pushed as like the old school baseball guys being like, I don't want to hear this number stuff. But apparently when the analytics guys got here in St. Louis, they were like, we don't want to hear your old school stuff anymore. This is everything. And it's like, oh, it's different than how it's usually presented.
Yeah, I don't know if that's totally accurate. First off, you ever see the analytics guys? Like, I don't think they're.
I don't think they're kicking the door down. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You're so doubt.
What do you think they're going to tell Whitey Herzog?
Yeah.
Here's how baseball. It doesn't make sense to me.
I'm being hyperbolic, but essentially they walked in. They were like, "This is how you have to look at things now." And
it's Jock.
That seems insane.
It was Jocketty's. God bless. He's a nice man. God rest his soul. Rest in peace. But that was his ball club, and he made a run of it by getting, ready to go players or players with track records, and ignored minor leagues. So that was his decision. Now, I don't know what the personal interactions were, but those were team decisions. And trust me, again, the analytics guys aren't going to walk in. I mean, it's not like they're walking in with hair all slicked back.
Yeah.
No.
They're walking in with pocket protectors.
Yeah. And probably intimidated, too.
Coaches John and Dean Ellis, such a shame Jordan Walker was ruined by the buzzsaw that is the Cardinals. I just think he's 23, and saying he's ruined when he's hitting over 300 in the last 30 games that's such a jump.
I disagree with it.
What are we doing?
He's a kid. We're on the same page, right? Every great player has to deal with stuff, right? And I can name a few that came up and didn't get traction right away. Some it takes longer. He's 23. You're not ruining him.
No.
And like when I was arguing with someone, like, bring Weatherholt up. Like, I don't care if I understand the reasons that you may not want to, but you're not going to ruin the kid or hurt his progress. And I was having this, and someone who thought it was a good idea not to bring him up was like, you're right.
Treating youth with bubble wrap is the when they've proven what they are. It's the weirdest thing for me, because it's like, I know you want to wrap them in bubble wrap. You want to protect your investment, but to your point, if they don't have the mental fortitude to withstand that, then they're not going to become a great player in the first place. So you got to crap or get off the pot kind of thing. Like make the move.
I understand.
It's so odd to me.
I understand if you want to give a kid another year of minor league baseball. What Weatherholt's doing is like screaming, I'm past this.
Just hammer it.
And so I don't think, even if And guess what? Even if you bring him up for 20 games and he only plays in 5, just being around it. So, you're not ruining anything. And then someone said, well, what happens if Arenado comes back and everyone's screaming for Weatherholt to start? I don't care. Yeah. I don't think you're going to figure that out. To me, if you're not going anywhere, it doesn't matter. And they used to say with the September call-ups, it's good for them to be around the big league players and to get comfortable with the environment. I don't understand why that's a negative now.
Well, it's a losing environment now. You can't bring them into a losing environment, Jim, despite the fact that it makes sense to play young players when you're not going to be a playoff team. You can't bring these guys into a losing environment.
For 20 games. And you know what else?
I hate
Baseball.
It's so dumb.
I like when you get riled up.
Baseball, where a strike is a strike and not a shot, is a game of
across this table.
is a game of failure, right? You're a 300 hitter, probably an all-star in today's game, and that means you're out 7 out of 10 times. It's a game of failure.
It is.
You're telling me players don't know how to deal with it? Now, I will say, I think with pitchers, you have to be more careful. You want to develop them slowly. I'm not saying bubble wrap.
But they also have a much longer arc of development, too.
Yes.
Their prime is later. It starts later. It lasts later.
Yes. But so I would say, I don't want to bring up this pitcher yet. I get that. Like, maybe you mess with a kid if he's dominant in AAA and he comes up and he's batting practice. I don't think you do that with position players. So, Rock, we agree.
I'm not sure why they're holding him back. And I think maybe the injuries are the things that they need to really push them forward. Ryan Klaus, getting back on the old conversation. Think of the great things Jocketty did for this club. If the Cards had any respect, they would have put him in the Cards Hall of Fame sooner. For example, if Mo makes it to the Hall of Fame 5 or 7 years or sooner, we know why. I like a good conspiracy theory like that.
Yeah. Are the Cardinals now the team other teams get right against? Similar to the Pirates over the years, look at the Rockies and Yankees series. Both came in struggling and found it against this team. This has been the case the last 3 years. How this organization has fallen?
Listen, it's a good point because the Rockies are just flat out awful. And the Yankees are brutal. Yeah. I mean, they can't play defense. They have some nice guys in their lineup, but it's not like balanced top to bottom. But, there's pitchers that are walking guys, relatively easy plays. They're butchering, and they still swept the Cardinals.
Yikes. Let's see. Science chimes in. Walker is not ruined. He is developing. Down 4 times before sticking with the Cardinals. Be patient, folks.
Not surprising that science gives us a little perspective.
Yeah. What about what do you think of the Manfred interview, Rock?
Yeah, let's play it and listen to it.
Yeah, you want to? Let's do it, man. Let's go. What's up, Dan?
How about a window into the future? Expansion, realignment, expanded playoffs. Can you see that down the road?
I can. I think the first 2 topics are related in my mind. I think if we expand, it provides us with an opportunity to geographically realign. I think we could save a lot of wear and tear on our players in terms of travel. And I think our postseason format would be even more appealing for, entities like ESPN, because you'd be playing up out of the East, out of the West, and that 10 o'clock time slot where we, sometimes get Boston, Anaheim, would be 2 West Coast teams. And that 10 o'clock slot that's a problem for us sometimes becomes a real opportunity for our West Coast audience. So I think, I think the owners realize that there's demand for Major League Baseball in a lot of great cities, and that we have an opportunity to do something good around that expansion process.
I don't really understand. First, I like playing within your division a lot. I like it. I don't like this balanced schedule. So what he's talking about now with geographic location, doesn't that fly in the face of what they're doing now, where you have to play everybody? American, National League, it doesn't seem they're that concerned about geography now, but now it just seems like, well, look, to be honest, we want the Yankees to play the Mets a lot on TV. That's what that's what it seems like.
What do you think, Rock?
I think that was an infomercial. That we just heard an infomercial. They're at the table right now trying to sell rights to ESPN. That was an infomercial. That's all he was doing. We saw a live sales pitch to ESPN live on the air. Which, I mean, for a guy who thinks that his league hands out a hunk of metal, I'm not surprised that he took the chance to do a little live sales pitch on the air. That's what he's there for. The man's a corporate shill, and he's bad at his job.
Well,
what do you expect?
I mean, he is working at the discretion of the owners. So, but
yeah,
I would question what realigning in a big way. How about this? Let's go back to, I don't care if you want to have some interleague play. You don't have to play every team. And also, I don't care if the Cardinals play the Tigers. I don't know why they think like that's a rivalry. I don't think it's great for your local broadcast either. But yeah, it's a long season, and I get that there's wear and tear but this is the system you set up now for them to travel more.
Let's see here,
because divisions are set up basically geographically. If you're playing those teams more,
this ain't no damn baseball time. It's a football time.
Can you play? Can you also play the Iggy drop just because I like it?
I don't have it. All right. I know they say interleague play attendance viewership is higher than in division. I have a hard time buying that. Who cares about the Cards versus the Mariners? I want Cubs, Brewers, etc.
I do think that we're losing that.
If
right?
you stop listening to our show, go listen to Brendan Schaefer. There's something terribly wrong with you.
Sorry, that has to be in the rotation.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, yeah,
I'll move it into the rotation.
Patience, Mo, 2009. Patience, Mo, 2012. Patience, Mo, 2017. Patience.
Why are you reading it like a Southern woman?
He read that perfectly. That was a perfect text read. Nicely done.
Thanks, buddy.
Perfect read.
That. Get him in. 314-590-3770. We are live on YouTube at
That's
Lou
where you got to watch it.
What?
If you're listening in your car, thank you.
Yes.
Right? But we want to get you on YouTube because YouTube over
Yeah,
there.
baby,
First
what's
of
that?
all, you can see how handsome we are. Did you
Let's
shower
go.
this morning?
Yeah. Why? Do I smell bad?
No. Easy.
I get.
That's a weird question to
I
ask
am
somebody.
Insecure
That's a
about.
weird question to ask.
You didn't let me finish.
I am
I'll explain
insecure about
No,
how
it's
I
weird
smell.
to say, do I smell? No, we're
Oh,
showered.
When you ask somebody if they showered, that's the natural
Because
reaction.
I want to say that did you shower, Rock?
Not in the morning. No, I'm a night
That's
shower.
why you got off.
I'm a night shower guy.
No, you're doing radio in a enclosed area. Everyone showers in the morning just to make sure there's not a bad whip. My point is, we get in the shower so we look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for the YouTube.
I want to look good.
So we're on YouTube. Also, we can interact with you better on YouTube. So please, the Lou Information Station, LouInfo.com. Just go there, click on it. You can see us, and you can interact. And if you kill us, then everyone can see. We can't edit out. We can't edit out what you're saying.
Yeah, Jim can't stop me from reading the texts that are about him. I just got to put it right up there. Like when Science says, Cat, a lot of that talk about making travel easier. As a person that travels with the team, how difficult is it?
Yeah, I'm not making the realignment. That's not me. I have a job to do.
But he's just asking you if realignment would make your job easier.
I didn't really think about my job.
Well, that's what Science is asking about.
They're talking about the commissioner said they're trying to make it easier on the players.
I don't care about
me.
I don't care about the commissioner. I care about Science is asking you a great question right now, and I want you to answer it.
If it would make it easier, I don't really care because I'm not playing in the games.
All right,
I'm not. Sometimes I'm in the sun, but it's my job. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me,
well,
and I'm against it.
It's the player's job too.
I want division play. That's what I want.
I hear that. You know what I did this
Do you
week?
really want to see him play Seattle a lot? You want to? No one cares about that.
Oh, I definitely don't.
I agree with the texter that said more Milwaukee.
Don't
Cubs. More Cubs.
Oh, okay.
You don't agree?
You guys care about that stuff. Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
like
don't?
to see him play the Cubs.
Not really.
No,
I don't. I mean, I don't want to see him play Seattle. If they're
Yeah, I don't
playing him,
care.
great. But
you know,
I gotta watch Cardinals baseball. I'm not really. I don't really care who the other team is.
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna watch the majority of 162 every season. I don't really care who they play.
yeah, I'm not saying
I like how they play the
it's going to make
Yankees,
or
though.
break whether you watch. The commissioner thinks it will.
Yeah,
but I'm
like I
more
said,
for.
he's a moron.
I think most cards. I might put on a. I'll put on a poll later.
Bad at his job.
I'll put out a poll later if fans like divisional play in baseball, because I'll bet most do. I mean, they would like to see that instead of some random American League team.
Especially your following, you're going to get a very high percentage of.
Well, what does that
yeses on
mean?
You're following trends a little bit older, and olds.
How do you know that?
And olds in St. Louis, love divisional play.
How do you know?
They hate the DH and they love divisional play.
How do you know my following trends older? Did you? I mean,
Because you're on the Cardinals television broadcast.
Not the radio. That's where most of the old folks are.
I said older, not decrepit.
I don't really understand. So people that watch on TV are old?
The Cardinals fan base is an older demographic. Therefore, if your demographic of followers is going to be older than most people, therefore you putting out a poll to mostly Cardinals fans is going to get a lot of yeses. I want more divisional play, because Cardinals fans love divisional play. They're old school baseball fans. They don't want the DH and they love divisional play. Why is this interleague here?
Wait, do you think that do you think most people are against the DH now? Most people saw, even the people like me who were baseball purists as an old, I guess, but they saw Albert Pujols come here as a DH and have one of the most memorable seasons we've seen.
God,
and now I like
special.
the DH.
That was special.
Now I like the DH.
It's funny because we have, there's still people, I can't believe this exists. We'll still have chats sometimes. People are like, yeah, Mo really screwed up 2011 when he let Pujols walk. And I'm like, do you not know how baseball worked back in 2011?
Oh, man.
Like,
you know who the first...
I'm not taking a shot, Jim. I'm just saying, I think your poll is going to be a little bit... I think I can already predict how your poll is going to lean, just based on where we're at.
I have like 100,000 followers. They're all old people. I don't think there's that many old people
on
Twitter.
I didn't say all. I said mostly.
Don't you think Twitter's more young than some of the other?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe in 2013
for sure. I don't know too many older
that are
people
weighing
there
in on Twitter.
Yeah.
45 and plus is old in this
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
And
What are you guys talking about? Like that's people who are all over Twitter, who are following Jim, who are all going to say, "I want less interleague play."
It's not even about interleague. It's more division play. We've watered it down and made it unimportant. What was the first time like
Lindy Cochran? I cannot stand the DH.
I don't necessarily think that that's old. Maybe old people don't like change. But I'm
Yes,
first of all, I'm not gonna
exactly.
I'm not gonna say that my Twitter is old. That seems to be a narrative based on non-facts.
You could probably look that up somehow.
I'm not smart enough because I'm an old.
Nobody wants to watch the Pirates versus the Reds or the Royals versus the Twins. Some of the Cards' best home attendance has been against the Dodgers, Yankees, etc.
Yeah, I don't mind playing first other National League teams or a very cool team from the American League. Yankees, huge. I'm for that. I didn't say do it. I'm saying they watered down divisional play. And to me, it just goes against what the commissioner is talking about now.
Sure, the Dodgers and the Yankees and the Red Sox pack in fans, but not the Orioles, Angels, Marlins. I can go on and on and on.
Well, the Orioles are not good this year.
They're the former Browns. Have some respect for tradition. Jeez.
Hey, Rocco, the main reason they wanted the DH was the ninth spot was an automatic strikeout.
Whoa, I
How
didn't
do
know
you
that.
explain the K's being higher out of that spot after the DH? Gino.
K's are at a higher level at the 9 spot now than they were in like 2015. That's crazy. Yeah, strikeouts are annoying. I agree. I'm not
Do you know
sure.
who the first DH in baseball history was?
Ooh, that's a damn good trivia question.
I feel like I've asked this before, but I'm really blanking on it. I got nothing on you. Wait. No, I got nothing.
Ron Bloomberg of the Yankees.
I knew it was a Yankee. Damn it. Of course it was a Yankee. There's just something about Yankees in the DH that just coalesces in my
Do you know
mind.
who scored baseball's 1 millionth run?
Edgar Renteria.
Bob Watson.
What year was that?
Don't know the year.
Oh, well, damn.
Boys, I finally got around to watching the Greg Maddux documentary. It seems like anytime the previous superstars are interviewed, they bash today's stat nerd baseball and how the game is being ruined. So why do teams care about exit velo and bat speed for guys that could barely hit above the Mendoza line and spin rate on pitchers with an ERA above 5?
They're trying to save money.
You want to let them in?
They can wait.
So do them a favor. Let them in. Do them a favor. You know what I get when you talk to, because I do a podcast with former players.
That's right, baby.
Old school guys, Matt Holliday, Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson. It's on the Jim the Cat Hayes YouTube page. It's really good. The latest one talks about Yachty, what it's like for players going right to managing, what are the challenges. Interesting.
Now I feel like I'm going to say something racial.
Nothing to do with race, Charlie. Nope. Nothing to do. But you know what they all say? Like, they respect the talent of younger players. For example, they're like, everyone throws 100 now. Everyone has one or two ungodly pitches, but they don't think that they've been developed enough. They think offensively there are guys who are bigger, faster, stronger, who still don't have all the tools they need once they're dumped into Major League Baseball. So it's not so much, at least in my experience, these guys ripping the younger players. I think it's the development process that they probably are taking a shot at.
If Rock doesn't care who the Cards play, why does he care what Jim's poll result is? 314.
How are those connected in any way, shape, or form? I don't care. I want to see what his poll result is. I just know what his poll result's going to be. If you ask people in St. Louis if they want to see more divisional play, and you're an account that has a lot of St. Louis Cardinals fans following you, which Jim has, you're going to get a high percentage of people saying, I want more division play. That's just a very commonly held opinion around St. Louis. So I want to see it. But I just know what it's going to be.
I have a lot of.
I would like to. My point is
a
also
lot of former players that follow me that aren't old.
I would
media
like.
that
You just called them old school.
That
you literally just called them old school. I would like to see it from a national. I would like to see it from a national perspective.
That is not a fact.
That's a poll that I'd like to see from a national perspective, because I think I think we have an older fan base here in St. Louis.
So if you say something that's not factual and keep going, then it's true. What I said was the Serving It Up podcast has old school guys.
Yeah, then
those are the only former players that follow me.
And just saying, you said you have former players following you. I'm saying you just said former players are old school.
No, I said serving. You really don't listen. Serving it up.
I just enjoy screwing with you. Jesus
serving
Christ.
it up. Well, you're the one that points out facts. That's not factual.
I'm against the Prince of misinformation. I gotta bob and weave. I gotta lie.
You are the king.
I gotta lie sometimes. Make things up.
I'm trying to plug my podcast again. Serving It Up has old school guys with Lance Lynn, Kyle Gibson, and Matt Holliday. They are old school.
Expansion? Where are they going to find enough pitchers? They don't have enough now. More jobs for Freddie and Michaelis. Fetty and Michaelis.
Call him Freddie.
I mean, that's people say that about the NFL too with quarterbacks. And was that argument used in the 90s when baseball, hockey, and football were all expanding, Jim? Were people saying there's not enough talent out there?
No. It's different, though, with baseball. You're playing every day.
Yeah.
And you need more than 5 starters. You need 8, okay? And that's not even counting the bullpen.
Yeah,
so that, I think, is – I don't think we have enough pitching now. I don't know what's going on with the game, but I think that's a fair critique. Don't you?
I mean, is pitching the problem in baseball right now? I thought the issue was I thought the issue was too many strikeouts and a lack of offense. I thought that was the issue in baseball right now.
Have you seen starting rotations? Oh, yeah,
they're getting ham.
I mean, when they talk about the Cardinals, like going into the season, like they don't have enough depth in the rotation. I thought middle of the pack, mediocre, but middle of the pack, and maybe there'd be enough offense. That's what had to happen. It didn't. But if you look at other teams' rotations, please, like it used to be, you're going to have 3 good starters and then 4 and 5 will be young guys. You don't have teams with, that's the outlier. You have maybe 3 teams with 3 really good starters. And look at the games that the Cardinals play. You're playing a team, their starters are hurt. so we're going to have a bullpen game. Or this guy's hurt, so they brought a kid up. We see a lot of that because I don't think there's a ton of pitching depth. I think baseball has issues with the offense, but I think starting pitching is always at a premium, always.
Good morning, Hot Take Central 2.0. Thrilled you boys are back on the air. Cam is great. The cat is the best. Have yourself a day. The parking garage.
Thank you. What about
Rocky? You know, come on.
Couldn't care less. No, science. I like the balanced schedule. See, he's in Vegas. That's what I'm saying, outside of St. Louis. I like the balanced schedule. I feel like I know more about the players in MLB overall. The NLDH was argued by the Player Association. They wanted to extend the careers of veteran players.
And they did, and I like it.
That's why we got Pujols back. I think that's one of the best parts about it.
That's what changed my mind about it. I got to see one of the.
Oh, so you were still on the fence after all those years of watching the AL. You were still on the fence for the NL.
I did like the added strategy that comes with it. I did, and I did like that the leagues were different. I didn't have a problem with different styles in one league than the other. I'm fine with that. But it wasn't like I was like, they're destroying the game. Given my preference, I would have kept the two leagues different. Interleague plays a little on a limited basis because I still like the coolness of seeing one league against the other. Plus, in the World Series, it's almost like something you hadn't seen before. Now that's all changed. I also like the strategy. However, look, I grew up a Yankee fan, so I saw the DH. I understood what it did for the game, and Yankees had some good DHs over the years. So I understood what it did. I liked, though, the difference in the league and the strategy. That's why, but I wasn't dead set against it. I just preferred it that way.
That makes sense. I just think, do you think there's part of the interleague dislike by some people, the old school baseball fans, is because those games had a weird imbalance because of the fact that the DH didn't carry over, and it kind of made it was annoying for AL teams to come to NL parks. NL teams never really had the roster build for the most part to fill out the DH in a proper way. And it kind of screwed with it and made it an uneven way to play the game and then they expanded the interleague things. And then you had to deal with it in the World Series. I wonder if people hating that is like a leftover factor of not liking.
I wasn't a hater. I'm just telling you my recollection.
Yeah.
I just remember when there was interleague play, the uniqueness of it was cool. And it was on a small level, so it didn't take away from the aura of the World Series. Like the World Series now is just the next level of the playoffs. It used to be American League versus National League. That made it even cooler growing up. Now, I know we're in a different world now, and I still, even if the Cardinals are not in it, were they in it last year? When they're not in it, I still watch and enjoy it.
Of course.
But it used to be, and maybe that's because I had looked at the world with wide eyes, more unique to me.
Get them in. 314-590-3770. We got to get to a break here. By the way, we're on YouTube at Lou Info. Like and subscribe and chat away. We will be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
In your city with Kelly and Gordon. It's the hottest happy hour in STL radio. A high-energy, high-impact weekday radio show blending relationship values, celebrity buzz, community love, and sharp business insight. This is where storytelling meets strategy. It's the pulse of this city, bringing the energy, stories, and voices of STL to life. In your city with Kelly and Gordon. Weekday afternoons at 4, only on the Lou Information Station.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much.
Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. The Machinists Union is asking Missouri lawmakers and the governor to urge Boeing to return to the negotiating table. The strike at 3 Boeing defense plants in the St. Louis area began August 4th, the day after members of the Machinists Union rejected Boeing's second contract offer. A United States postal audit revealed that several St. Louis mail facilities had serious mail delivery delays. The St. Louis Processing and Distribution Center had more than 2.5 million delayed pieces of mail between June 3rd and 4th. With the largest delayed mail backlog in history, the audit also found security issues. Management is addressing the issues, according to the Inspector General's office. A village of tiny homes will serve as transitional housing for veterans. The project in the Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood in North St. Louis will have 50 fully furnished homes when it's finished. Another 16 are under construction now. The program's been a success in Kansas City, helping veterans transition to permanent housing. St. Louis residents are also welcome to volunteer. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here is your LouInfo.com weather update. Sunny and hot for the later half of our weekend. Almost a carbon copy of what we saw on Saturday. That daytime high expected to flirt with the triple digits. We'll call it in at 99. Light breeze out of the southeast at times. Clear skies this afternoon, staying hot and clear overnight tonight. Not much relief from that heat. Will eventually cool off to 78 and 99 again on Monday for a daytime high. I'm meteorologist Jason Laird for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Janssen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
Join your fellow St. Louis City SC fans at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. All St. Louis area Hot Shots locations are proud to be a part of City on Tap, presented by Michelob Ultra, the official network bringing St. Louis City fans and ice-cold beer together. Catch every exciting moment of the 2025 MLS season at Hot Shots. Since 1990, Hot Shots has championed St. Louis sports, and they're thrilled to keep the tradition alive for St. Louis City SC. Find the Hot Shots near you at hotshotsnet.com.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
A legendary weekend is coming to the Lou. Don't miss the Stiefel Charity Classic presented by Compliance Solutions, September 4th through 7th at Norwood Hills Country Club. Watch PGA Tour champions compete and enjoy a live performance by music sensation OAR at Friday's community concert presented by CarShield. Tickets start at just $20. Kids, military, veterans, and first responders get in free. Get your tickets today at StiefelCharityClassic.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen.
The most perfectly trained athlete ever.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
I'm an influential and respected man.
On the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
I went to one of my kids, in the Players Weekend. Normally players do whatever they want to use in there. I want to use him. My first Player Weekend, and I went to the hospital to do the bad. they asked me if I can hit a homer, the kids. It was like, well, I'm going to try.
Sports, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a drive. Hammer toward left. Go, baby, go. It's gone.
Woo-wee. That was a damn good call by Chip Carey. Man, oh, man.
I was all set to interview Pozo.
Oh, yeah. He seems like a nice, lovely man. Pozo. Great hair. Great hair.
You know his story. So he's in the minor leagues. He's dealing with a special needs kid who almost died from a stroke when he was a newborn. He got cut loose. Then it's COVID. He had nothing. He and his family were living in a car.
It's unbelievable.
Living in a car for
it's such a difficult thing as a parent when your kid has.
Can't imagine.
It's, oh, my gosh.
So now when he travels, he said the kid's doing better now. Like when they were at the hospital putting the handprints on the bat, his kid wanted to do it, so he let him. And we have some video that the Cardinals got where he's just being a kid. So he has some disability, but he's a kid. And that makes Pozo happy considering he said, that's my miracle, his son, Paul. So to see him take that bat,
it's awesome,
and homer with it, only to have it end up in the
fall apart.
You know what it made me want to do? It made me rethink, and maybe I'm going to be a soccer fan.
It's not great right now. You could try doing a different city. There's some other better teams that might be a little bit more fun.
Like who, Miami?
That could be fun. Yeah, they have the greatest player ever.
Yeah.
That helps.
How's he? Is he dominating?
Yeah, he's pretty damn good. I believe he might still be tied with Surridge, but I believe he might be the league leader.
I don't see many highlights, soccer highlights on ESPN or anything like that. Are there?
Probably not.
No. Maybe if Messi does something.
Yeah, Messi he's up to 19 now.
19 goals.
He's the leader in goals, and I believe he's also a leader in total goal contributions if you tally together both goals and assists.
What's he making?
Messi?
Yes.
Oh God.
What is he making? God, he made a ton of money.
Ownership? Did they give him a piece of ownership?
Yeah, he got
a good question.
He got a piece of the ownership.
Oh wow.
Let
me guess. 25.
12 million.
12.
But his total annual compensation with bonuses and things like that is upwards of 20.
Okay.
But 12 is his base compensation.
And there's marketing money that he gets on his own from advertisements, endorsements.
Yes.
He's probably making $40 million.
Yeah.
So ESPN has it. Yes. Total guaranteed compensation of $20.45 million, according to data released by the MLS Players Association back on June 25th, 2025.
Did the WNBA turn down a contract?
That's what I read. Quadrupling
that would guarantee players an average of $250,000 a year. Rock,
that's good money. I read that.
Poor Rock, he's doing a lot of things.
No. I read that too.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was true.
Yeah, that's 250,000. Pretty good jump.
Now
it's a pretty good jump.
Now the thing about the WNBA is now the value skyrocketing because the contracts for TV are paying more. The crowds are better. Caitlin Clark had a huge impact. The main thing is the value of the teams have gone up.
Yeah.
And again, that is your investment. If that goes up, then it doesn't matter if you lose a few dollars here or there. You're ahead of the game because your investment has more value.
That's right. All right. Get him in, by the way, 314-590-3770. We will be back. Don't go anywhere. It's a Hot Take Central 2.0.
The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis. Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
Yo to the yo to the yo.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News, I'm John Summers. Russian President Vladimir Putin invited President Trump to hold their next meeting in Moscow.
Trump and Putin met Friday in Anchorage, Alaska, to discuss ending Russia's war in Ukraine. In a joint press conference after the summit, Trump said they didn't get there on reaching a ceasefire deal, but that their meeting was productive. At the end of Trump's televised remarks, Putin said in English, "Next time in Moscow," to which Trump replied,
"Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat on that one, but I could see it possibly happening."
I'm Lisa Taylor.
Meanwhile, President Trump has told Ukraine to give up hopes of getting back annexed Crimea or joining NATO. Trump is pushing Ukraine to accept a deal to end Europe's deadliest war in 80 years. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says while a ceasefire is still an option for Russia and Ukraine, the focus remains on coming to a peace deal to permanently end the war. Rubio outlined the priority during an appearance on NBC's Meet the Press.
I mean, who would be against the fact if tomorrow we came to you and said we have a full peace deal and it's done? I think that's the best way to end the war. Now, whether there needs to be a ceasefire on the way there, well, we've advocated for that. Unfortunately, the Russians, as of now, have not agreed to that.
Although it's not expected to make landfall in the U.S., Hurricane Erin will bring unsettled waters to our shores this week.
The warning comes after 2 swimmers died along the Jersey shore just last week. The massive hurricane is expected to stay well offshore, but its winds will bring dangerous surf to the Jersey shore and Long Island. Lifeguards are reminding swimmers to swim parallel to the shore if they get stuck in a rip current. Jonathan O'Halloran, New York.
The U.S. State Department stopped approvals of visitor visas for people from Gaza. Saturday, the department announced it was conducting a full and thorough review of the visa process. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say. We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit strongtel.com right now. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. It's StrongTel.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown & Crouppen.
So what's his handle?
GetBC.com.
You're gonna need lawyers, right?
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right. Free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
Let's talk about your health insurance. There are a lot of reasons why people need affordable health insurance. But here's the bottom line. You know you need affordable health insurance. For you, a spouse, a family member, whatever. I'm going to give you a free hotline to call to find affordable health insurance that can cover all your health insurance needs in case you get sick or have an emergency. Plus, cover vision, dental, and more. And there are no long-term commitments. You can keep your plan as long as it's affordable. And for the price of a cup of coffee. We're not talking about one of those fancy coffees. For the price of a regular cup of coffee a day, you can have quality, affordable health insurance. Call the health insurance hotline for a free quote.
800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. 800-373-8414. That's 800-373-8414. All aboard!
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. That's 800-428-9517.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Jimmy?
All right, I'm hosting.
Yeah, you
now.
have to host now.
All right, welcome back to Hot Take Central, the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. Hey, if you sampled the show, we sure appreciate it, but we'd like you to do it via louinfo.com because that way you can click on it and you can see the show. And if you are, hello. But you'll also notice that Cam left because Andy told him to. I told Cam I was going to make fun of him for that. And Grant is in.
Hello, Jim.
Hi, Grant.
Hi.
Were you listening to the earlier show?
I was actually recording a show in there.
You didn't.
No,
like
I'm
the rest
sorry.
of St. Louis.
I'm sorry.
I think Rock right now and I are at loggerheads. Generally, I think we get along, but I think it's good to argue. But I think he was a little cranky today. I think he was a little cranky today.
Now Grant's here. It's not going to help.
Why?
I anger Rocky.
Yeah,
When
he gets under my skin.
I get under his skin.
Ways.
Do you try?
No,
I think he does.
Seems effortless.
No, it seems pretty. It seems like it's purposeful.
Now listen, you're Grant. You're
Grant.
new.
Yes.
And sometimes if we have a new person, like when we introduced Brendan Schaefer, who I push for that because I think Brendan Schaefer is really good, even though I understand he has dead eyes.
That's the funniest thing to me in the world.
Okay, he has dead eyes.
The best part is it bothers Brendan, which he should have never, ever let me know.
What's that? What do you mean by dead eyes?
I don't know.
Somebody responded months ago at this point now to one of Brendan's videos. And he now responds to like every one of Brendan's videos. The same thing was essentially like, look at those dead eyes. There's no soul behind it. And it is,
it's pretty good.
It's so funny.
You know what I call that? A tool that I could use against Brendan.
Grant obviously worked so much with Brendan that, I mean, there's no one here has worked with Brendan as much as Grant has. So
true.
I mean, you see it too.
I understand.
Now, Rock just said I'm bad for morale, but I like to not let things lie. So my point is, you're new, and if there's like a broadcast legend out there who hears you're on the show, they might take a shot at you, like they did take shots at Brendan Schaefer.
If you stop listening to our show, go listen to Brendan Schaefer. There's something terribly wrong with you.
Sometimes broadcast legends will take shots at the newest member.
Matt, it's Cole here.
Exactly. So welcome. I think you're smart.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now get after Rock. Get him.
Remember when other people took shots at Brendan Schaefer, like Coach Shrinkowitz from Missouri?
See, I only break that out.
That was funny.
Once in a while.
That was pretty funny.
It was unbelievable.
That was one of the funnier things.
I'm watching that and I'm thinking to myself, B. I call him B because it's kind of condescending. B. No, but on the other hand, I think we'll all I'll be begging Brendan for a job one day when I'm 74 and don't have any money. Hey, Brendan, remember the timer I put you on Hot Take Central? No, but I was watching that and I was like, B, what are you doing? Are you drunk? And he's tweeting everyone should be fired.
He wasn't drunk. He might have had a few drinks.
I think he had some liquid courage for sure.
That's so, and he was saying that drink and his whole staff should be fired. Then they won that game.
And that was the greatest point of it all.
Wait till the end of the game.
They won the game.
And then Drink says, what did he say? You can't.
Maybe
tweet?
you should wait till the end of the game. Tweet
at him. That's unbelievable. I love Drink. I'm looking forward to Missouri football now. I'm not a. What do you call yourselves?
True son.
True son.
True son.
Yeah.
I'm not a true son. Can I still root for Missouri?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I rooted for Missouri before I was an alum.
How's Cook doing?
Well, you were there.
Well,
you were
before that,
before you were a student.
Before I was a fan. Before I was a student.
There you go. That's the word.
I don't know. I'm worried about Cook. I don't think he's gonna make the team.
Is that true? I hope he does.
What?
They're working out other
playing
QBs.
well. I see clips of him.
He
playing.
is, but they're working out a third quarterback right
he's
now.
He's playing fantastic for the Jets. He's gonna.
He is.
I think he's gonna make that.
Didn't he come out of practice and they were like, "Uh-oh, that could end"?
And then he came back right away. Yeah.
Practice.
I'm really hoping he will make the team, but I'm worried that they're working out other quarterbacks because they don't think he or Martinez are good enough to be on the team.
All right.
We'll see.
I like that guy.
Jeff Taylor says, let's see that Luther shirt looks fire. Yeah, people were talking, obviously, about Luther Burden the third had a big night for the Bears, caught some touchdown passes, had some big blocks on some goal line plays. Luther was looking good for the Bears.
Someone said that during a broadcast of a preseason game about Burden that he never got to show his talent with Missouri because they didn't have enough.
He said that Cook... it was about Cook.
Oh, okay.
That he didn't get to showcase his full talents because they didn't have enough.
That's hilarious.
When in his 2 seasons there might have been the most offensive talent
nothing worse as a
Mizzou's ever had.
There's nothing worse as a broadcaster than getting to a sentence and realizing I don't have anything to say here, and then for some reason your mouth just formulates words and you're like, that's not what I wanted to say at all. And then you're on Twitter looking like a moron.
By the way, you should get that drop where we had the Battle Hawks tight end.
It's so hard to listen to. It's like it makes it
just makes me happy.
Makes my skin crawl. Just how
you
long
ever been in a situation like that, Rock? You've never had a bad moment?
Yeah, but that's why it makes my skin crawl. You ever heard of like secondhand embarrassment or PTSD? It's just
yeah.
It brings a lot of knowledge to that position group as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So you have been to the Dome before.
So we had Sutherland. Sutherland,
so uncomfortable.
Tight end for the Battle.
Yeah,
think he's still there, and we had him on, and we have a little system. It's a visual, right? And Cam is the guy that runs the point, and I forget who was supposed to be next, and they signaled that they were ready, and then they forgot that it was on them, and I'm just, looking at watches or something on my computer, and I hear the giant hole in the show, and so I jumped in as a hero.
Thank you.
It's a substantial hole.
The hole
I appreciate it, Jim. I appreciate it.
That was a substantial hole in the show.
For 2 years, I pretended to watch most of the games when I really didn't watch them.
I played high school basketball. Charlie's right.
Charlie's right about a lot.
Aha.
Did you, speaking of fumbling over your words, did you guys by any chance hear what an Arkansas reporter was trying to ask Sam Pittman a few days ago? He, I think, took 60 seconds to ask a question. In between, Sam Pittman, the head coach of Arkansas, goes, so is there a question here or not? And
I love what it's, again, secondhand embarrassment, but I honestly do love it when coaches will interrupt a long question and be like, so do you got a question in here?
He was like, so obviously Coach Paterno, he's in his second season, and he literally said, but you're in your sixth, so where's the excitement?
All right, here we go. I think I got this here.
And then a lot of talk about, year 2 under Bobby. I guess maybe year 6 under you doesn't sound quite as exciting to the eye, but I guess have you learned anything that I guess, sorry.
Was there a question in there?
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the hell are we doing?
No. I guess, is there anything new that you've learned about yourself that you're looking to take into this year? I guess I should just lead with that.
Oh no, that was a student reporter. I feel bad.
Okay, it's a student reporter. Did he say?
I think that was a student reporter.
No, apparently he's not.
Oh no,
someone
really?
did. He's young.
Okay,
but I don't think he's a student anymore.
Still though, man, that's
did he
rough.
say? Doesn't sound good to the eye.
Yeah, he said that doesn't sound good to the
Year
eye.
2 under Bobby. I guess maybe year 6 under you doesn't sound quite as exciting to the eye, but I guess
Doesn't sound quite as exciting to the eye. Oh, that poor kid's heart was beating out of his chest trying to get that question
He's
out.
a kid.
Oh, that poor kid.
Now listen, I know you have Ollie has his post, and it's the same people. When the Rams used to have their luncheon.
Yeah,
I had black friends.
And back then, Charlie had black friends. He doesn't anymore. I don't know what happened. But they used to give away free lunch, and then Martz or whoever the head coach was at the time would do like a big Q&A with the media, and it was a big like conference room or mini auditorium. And the PR guy, Rick Smith, wonderful guy, he did not suffer fools. So if you were just there for the free lunch and didn't ask a question, he would every once in a while call on you.
Oh,
and you better have a question ready, which I kind of like because you didn't come in there just for the free lunch. No. You better be doing something. And so, yeah, he caught a lot of guys off guard.
That's fantastic too.
And
I like that.
There's some players that are like that too. Like Lance Lynn was that way.
Well, for me, the thing is because like now I go to a lot of press conferences where even if everybody in the room wanted to ask a question, they're not going to let enough questions be asked to where everyone in the room could ask a question. So the idea of 20 years ago, them being like, just to kind of screw with the media, I'm going to have my head coach take more questions than usual. I wish more SIDs or communications guys were willing just to do that, because that means I could get more questions in, and I would really like that.
But I also think you're not doing your job as a journalist. If you're not prepared, why would you go to the post-game press conference or the luncheon if you didn't at least want to ask something
prepared?
Yeah,
no, because you're going to listen. Look, there is a lot of group thinking in media, and so a lot of people are there. Some people are there just they're sound gatherers, which I'm not knocking. They're there to get the sound and send it to someone, so they're not going to ask a question. There are other writers, reporters who will just get the stuff that's already out there, and write their story, which is fine. But there are a lot of folks not prepared to ask a question in the middle.
Crazy.
And there are times, by the way, like if it's a guy who's had a lot of bad starts, like Miles or Palante, I don't want to ask the first. I don't know what to ask at some point. So, to me, and they'll look, all right, you go, you're the rights holder. And it's, a lot of hard contact today. How do you assess it?
I don't really know. I'm not a first question kind of guy either for that reason.
No, we got
I want to
on the road.
I want to ask something like of actual meat and potatoes,
right?
And that's a bad first question. You need somebody who needs the table setter question.
You got to get that going.
Yeah,
and on the road, you just lost to the Rockies 10-2. You go ask them. Look, I know Ollie knows he doesn't have the roster to be good. He said it yesterday. I was like, tip of the cap to you. We're not good enough to beat good teams unless we play a perfect game. Yesterday, they did not play a perfect game. The saddest thing is that the Yankees are far from a perfect team.
Let's get back to a little Mizzou talk. Jeff Taylor jumps into the YouTube chat. Jimmy, you want to read that up?
True sons on the dais. How about Mizzou football naming both quarterbacks as captains? This is a bizarre move, something like this moronic Cardinals organization would do. I don't understand this move at all.
Here's my thing. They named 9 captains for the season, Jim, and 2 of them are the guys competing in the starting quarterback conversation. It does seem a little odd, and for me, I have now completely shifted my positivity over, man, Sam Horn's really making this a deal, and I've now kind of gone to Bo's not separating himself, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried about this quarterback competition as Mizzou gets, what are we, 10 days away from the opening game of the season?
Yeah.
11 days.
So the 2 guys in competition are
both captains, Sam Horn and Bo Perbula. Perbula being the transfer from Penn State, Sam Horn obviously being the guy in his 3rd or 4th year here.
Third. Or maybe 4th.
I never know anymore with eligibility. It's all Who knows?
You know the school associated with the mascot Blue Hens?
The Delaware Blue Hens?
Yes.
Yes, nicely done.
So they had a
D1 program now, FBS.
Football. They went D1. They were always
them and Most State bumped up to FBS this year.
Nice. And they have a beautiful stadium, and they used to draw 25,000, I think.
Horn's fourth year.
So anyway, they had a coach by the name of Tubby Raymond, who was there for years. Grouchy old guy, but great.
And
And
don't
full
name
of
him like that anymore.
full of wisdom. And he told there's certain things that stayed with me. Like, for example, nothing good happens past midnight for his players. He also said, if you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks.
I'm familiar with that one.
And he also said, three outcomes for he said there's no defense for a well-thrown ball that is caught. But he says two of the outcomes for a pass are bad.
Yeah.
He was like old school, and it was like, this guy's smart. And the only disturbing thing was he didn't have one copy. He had two copies of Mein Kampf on his
on
his shelf.
Hold on a
On his
second.
shelf
Wait a
in his
minute.
office.
Oh, wait. No.
Not one, two.
We got to stop quoting this guy. We got to. Well, you know what? If you have two quarterbacks, you just have two quarterbacks.
To be
Now
fair,
everybody, we just got to go on. If somebody says that, you got to go, by the way, that is a quote from a potential guy who was maybe a bit too much of a fan of Hitler than we want him to be. So let's just go. If you have two quarterbacks, you have two quarterbacks. I'm never using that cliche again.
I'm going to say this,
Holy crap.
I think that he stole a lot of those quotes from other coaches.
He might.
Because I'm pretty sure that
You don't think his moral? You don't think he had no moral high ground?
I don't think so, because I think that quote about the passing is from an old Ohio State coach who said it.
Well,
So
they
he was just plagiarizing.
The blue hen helmets they stole from Michigan.
Yes,
so maybe
those
they
helmets are
no,
very
but this
cool.
guy was so
In
old.
fairness, he could have stolen a lot worse things.
He was on the staff of all those guys. Like he was old back then. So he might have invented those. But here's when I knew he was losing it.
What's his name again?
Harold Tubby Raymond. Great. Look, I don't know what the book thing
Go ahead and
was,
do me a quick
but
question.
he was always great.
Put that in there, and then at the end of the Google search, write in
No.
write in the
Dude, don't do that.
write in the boond.
Don't do that. But
there he
I
is.
knew he was losing at the end because they used to have the once a week buffet for the program. And so I was up getting a sandwich or whatever. And he said, "Oh my, is this apple salad?" And I looked and I was like, I never heard of apple salad.
What kind of 30s German stuff is that?
I think it's potato salad. I think it's apple. Oh my, it's apple salad. It wasn't. It was potato salad. And he was gone a year later.
Ryan Klaus
Passed away in 2017, but he did. Yeah, 91. But here's the thing, Jim.
Oh no.
He got his start at Michigan.
Yeah.
So maybe he did steal. Did he pull a Paul Brown and
No,
steal the Michigan helmets?
Google
Yeah, he did.
Delaware helmets. They stole that from
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely. Did.
Yeah.
Ryan Klaus, Coach Dorkwitz, keep drinking the Tiger Kool-Aid. Coaches Gene and Don Ellis. Drinkwitz is a character, but you can't argue with the results he's had. And Ryan Klaus says you can, because he was on the verge of getting fired, then got saved by Luther Burden. He was well below 500, and then he got lucky.
Well below 500. He never had a season below 500. Sorry, that's just well below 500.
Are
It's
you
tough with
like
that.
a rights holder for Mizzou?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just don't.
No, I'm just fact checking the chat.
Which is good, but
He's
I'm
never-
saying
yeah.
generally speaking, are you see the glasses half full?
Grant, I'm sorry.
Did he go 6-7 with a bowl loss?
His first three seasons, because of bowl losses, he went 5-5, 6-7, 6-7.
So he did twice, and you said he never
But
did.
do you count bowls as?
Yes.
Okay, then
I count going
was-
6-6 in the SEC pretty much as being under 500
Okay.
because you get 4 of those wins.
That's fair.
Are candy. So
That's fair.
6-6 in my opinion. 500 in college football as a D1 school is basically below 500.
Would you count it as a win when they win a bowl game?
I guess
of course
so.
you do.
That's true.
So you count as a loss when they lose.
That's a good point.
I like.
Have you ever taken a single victory lap about the Ohio State game?
Yeah.
Well, then yeah, you gotta take the L's then too.
It's true. That's a
I've
good
never
point.
been to a Missouri football game.
Really?
Never.
They're pretty fun.
It's fun, right?
You should go with that when the stadium's completed.
I'm gonna take my kid.
It looks fantastic.
I would say that with Missouri, I'm pretty good. I'm not saying I'm not a little biased, but I think there's some fans. This is with most of my sports fans. I would say I almost err more on the neutral / pessimistic side, especially with my football teams. I'm pretty down on them.
Can I ask how quickly?
Just ask.
did you get to Mizzou that the natural pessimism of being a Mizzou fan was ingrained into you?
Oh no, the national pessimism as being a Mizzou fan has been ingrained in me since I was born.
It got you
Oklahoma
okay. Got you
losing to
from the get-go?
Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game.
That made me cry.
Was my first memory as a Mizzou fan. And I think it's been instilled.
It's the second Mizzou game I ever went to.
Really?
Oh God!
What year is that again?
2007.
Yes, and then my next memory is beating Oklahoma at home with that kick return
2010,
touchdown.
John
Yeah.
McGaffey.
What do you think of Gates?
That was incredible.
Oh, I love Gates.
I do too.
Yeah, I think he's awesome. I covered him all last year. He good guy.
I like him because he's intense without freaking out ever. Like he's intense but under control.
Cool, calm, I feel like.
I like, right? But in control.
I think that's what you need as a college coach sometimes, especially in basketball when things can go haywire very quick. I think if your coach is going crazy as well, it doesn't help young players to then see their coach freaking out, you know? Down by 15 and he's calm.
I
we can
totally
come back.
agree. What do they got this year coming back?
I think they're going to be better this year than last year. I think they're more complete this year than they were last year.
Who's back from that ball club?
Mark Mitchell is probably the best player that's back. Like, a lot of the young guys are back. Anthony Robinson's probably an NBA guard within a year or two. He's back.
Mitchell's a handful down low.
He
You
is.
can't- you can't
Yeah.
stop him. I like
He's a big
the team.
guy.
I like watching Missouri football and Missouri basketball on television in the comfort of my own home. Also, I'm a fan of SLU.
I love SLU.
But I always go to SLU once or twice a season.
They're gonna be awesome.
To catch a game.
Yeah, they're going to be fantastic. You got to get down there more than once or twice this year. It's going to be really fun.
They're gonna be good. They might be the best team in the A10 this year.
And the big boys hitting the weights now. Is that right?
What do you think?
The big boys hitting the weights this year. Your center,
Robbie?
Yeah.
I don't think he's necessarily
Avila.
hitting the weights. I think he is more of an iron sharpens iron thing. They brought in a transfer Paulo Tieno from Quinnipiac, who's big, 6'9", 250 pounds. Just
Quinnipiac is a basketball power.
Yes,
they're not.
and-
They're not.
No. But I mean, they know how to pull. He's huge. He's thick. He's an absolute tree trunk in there. And so Robbie going up against him in practice every day has been a kind of iron sharpens iron moment for him going up against a more stout defensive
I
player.
just think
in the
if he got his body in a better place, he could do more things.
I'm sure. I mean, he's tightened up a little
dangerous.
bit. Yeah, he's
he is
fantastic.
dangerous. Like you step back on him,
he's great.
He'll find the open guy around the basket or he'll hit a three. They're just fun to watch. He was fun when he was where with Creighton,
Indiana State.
Indiana State
with shirts.
If any other SEC coach or KU coach said, "I'd let my daughter date Brady Cook," they would be canceled, and that's normal behavior in Columbia, Missouri.
This Ryan Klaus guy is a Kansas fan, by the way. That's why he's, I think, in this chat.
Don't say
hating.
that. That's such a bad thing to say about people.
What do you mean? He said rock chalk.
I mean,
what?
I don't know that we should walk around calling people Kansas fans. That's pretty ugly to say.
Hey
about
Ryan,
somebody.
Ryan Klaus, thank you for listening and watching and
Yeah.
participating.
Yes.
I'm not gonna for whatever. Look, people hate the Cardinals on here too. We're
No.
not like scolding them.
That's why he's anti-Mizzou, I believe. Though I was just
Sometimes teams are that you don't fancy them. That's okay.
That's true.
That doesn't mean they're rock chalk.
I think Ryan can take a little bit of a little jab.
He says he loves us.
I think our listeners are better than that. They know what they're getting into here, Jim. Come on.
I know. I just don't
We're a
want
little
to see.
community.
I don't want to see the new guy.
Cam Janssen can tell you anything you want to know.
But
Not me right now, though, unfortunately.
that's filling in for Cam, taking shots at people that are participating and help us. Help
Get
the
ready,
show
Jim.
grow. I did take I on the Twitter tweets.
Yeah.
I put out, and then I took a little heat for it. Most people were.
I saw that
Okay.
tweet. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad we're addressing this. This was a very odd tweet.
Elephant
from
in
you.
the room.
Feel
Thank
free.
you.
So
I put it up.
So I understand because I have self-awareness, got a few extra pounds, getting old, got that. But I've been like hammering my podcast and the radio show
Good.
and the Twitter tweets. So I remember when I first started doing that a couple of years ago for whatever show, maybe it was Hot Take Central, could have been TMA. People are like, enough with the promotion. So it dawned on me that most of what I've been doing lately outside is a Stella picture or something how great
of
Mason Wynn is.
An
or
off
something.
day victory.
What? Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
a spirit wind.
Spirit wind. Pardon me.
Jesus Christ.
Pardon me. Pardon
What do you
me.
do?
Pardon me.
What do you knew?
This is why
Pardon
he pisses
me.
me off.
Pardon
this
me.
is how he gets me.
Because he didn't know his history.
Good
He
Lord.
doesn't know his history.
God bless him.
Anyway, I put out there, and it wasn't because someone said something. I just realized I'm doing this a lot, not just for radio. Usually it's one or the other or the podcast, but I looked at my timeline. It was like all promotion.
Yeah.
So I said on the Twitter tweets, hey, I'm not, I have self-awareness, so I understand that I have a lot of followers, but if I started charging $1, I would have 0 followers.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I apologize. Oh, there it is. All right, I'll read it verbatim. Thank you, Rock. I'm grateful for the folks that follow me on this platform. I'm also self-aware enough to realize that if there was a $1 fee, I would have 0 followers. That said, I apologize for excessively posting about my podcast and radio show. I'm just trying to build them up. In a way, I just wanted to tell the people who don't like seeing that, bear with me. I'm trying to build these up.
Yeah.
And Jim, who was the very top comment on this post of yours?
If you stop listening to our show, go listen to Brendan Schaefer. There's something terribly wrong with you.
So he put, what, nice one, LOL?
Yeah.
So I responded with Iggy Strode, LOL, and got a lot of likes.
I like that.
It's not real world. It doesn't matter. It's not real.
No.
But I just felt like I'm flooding these people with promotional stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm going to let them know I understand that I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
No. But I also don't think it's bad that you flood with promotional stuff. It's your
It's my
account
thing.
and
Right.
it's what you're doing. You're not just posting about the Cardinals.
Right.
You have a dog.
Stella. You don't know her name?
No, I do. I'm just.
All right.
You have Stella.
Yeah.
You have radio. You have podcasts.
I also have family takes.
Yeah.
Dad jokes.
Yeah.
Dad jokes on there. By the way, first day of school for my kid.
Oh, where's he at?
Ladue.
Oh,
he's
go
a
Rams.
junior now. Junior. It's unbelievable now, like how fast it goes.
He's an upperclassman now.
Yeah, it just flies.
By the way, get a pen and paper, lay this down. You're going to take these notes down. This way you never get it wrong again. You ready, Grant?
I don't have.
My wife took Stella and Tyler. Tyler
Okay.
being the son, not the pet.
Ah,
Tyler's the son.
Okay.
Stella's the dog.
Gotcha.
My wife took Stella and Tyler. Tyler being the son, not the pet.
Okay.
I like how you had to lay it down one time for everybody.
Well,
Thank
you
you.
also called it, what did you call it? A spirit victory or something?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's a spirit win.
I understand.
And that's what happens on off days.
I'm aware of that. I followed Jimmy for about 4 or 5 years on Twitter, so I know about the spirit.
You got some
wins.
young followers, Jim.
He said all my followers are old.
I think
You can, no,
I'm 22.
you're allowed to have an opinion.
I follow you.
Do you think other people your age follow?
I think Cardinals fans follow you. Yeah.
You think the Cardinals fans by whole are an older demographic?
Probably the people that
Hold
watch
on.
FanDuel Midwest are probably older
Thank you very
demographic.
much.
I haven't posted on
Thank you
it
very much.
in a long time, but that the talk ticks.
Oh, are you big on the
Who are you,
Insta chat?
Bill Belichick? Get the hell out of here.
Are you
It's a
big
joke.
on
It's a joke.
the Tick chat?
Wait a minute. Are you on TikTok?
Technically, yes, but I don't actually use it on a daily basis. I should. I need to get
Okay,
get
this
better
is
about it.
this is the guy that only old. Wouldn't you say TikTok is for youngs?
I would definitely say TikTok is for younger
Okay.
people.
I don't even post there anymore. How many followers do I have on there?
Woo! 11.3K.
There you go. But
I'm just using that as
but
potential.
you have over 100,000 on Twitter, which tells me that if you
I've been on there much
you got
longer.
11,000 youngins, so you got about 100 and.
But I would say that
Whoa,
Twitter's
facts,
Twitter's
facts.
a younger
I agree.
a
with that.
younger platform as well, or X as it's now formally called.
I refuse to call it X. I
It's
call
stupid.
it Twitter.
Yeah.
Do we agree with that?
Yeah,
Yes.
Elon's a moron.
Okay. I don't think he's a moron, but I just because he changed it doesn't mean I have to change. But
Hey,
you
Paul
like facts.
Goldsmith. I'm on TalkTick.
I've been on Twitter since like 2015. I was on TalkTick
Mm-hmm.
for like a year.
Boom.
And so you can't compare the two.
Ryan says, I'm 50. Is that too young to follow the cat? I think that's right in the wheelhouse.
I think that's the perfect
Yeah,
age.
you're getting right in.
11,000 on a medium that I don't use very much.
It's
Tells
impressive.
you that some of these Cardinal takes,
No way those are
as
bots.
dumb as they may be, you know what I got a lot from too? I would do, this is funny. I would do visiting dugout tours.
That is
just
cool.
a quick one. And I would always plant the shooters, and I'd say, there's my crew in San Diego. They love me, and they go, hate you. It's kind of funny. Built in there. Anyway, then Joel Goldberg stole my thing and started doing the tactics.
What about, do you ever go to the press box? I feel like a press box little tour of visiting stadiums.
You want to see the media. You want to see like the place that
That's
no
true.
one can see.
That's a good point.
Right? The visitors' dugout, and they're all the same anyway, except for what? Boston, where there's a urinal at the end of the dugout.
Really?
I think it's Boston.
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty fun.
Wait, what kind of videos were you doing on your talk tick?
Tours of the visiting dugouts. You could look.
Jim, the don't pick expensive college juju worked. Daughter scratched Wagner College off the list after her visit. Didn't like New York City.
Wow.
My kid likes NYU.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
He likes University of Chicago.
Oh no.
He likes Penn.
Jesus Lord Almighty.
Maybe add state to that and it could be better.
Couldn't push that kid to Springfield, Missouri.
Geneseo State.
What about Rolla? S&T's the Ivy League of the Midwest.
You don't want him to major in deli meats, do you?
Yes, if
Okay.
it's cheaper.
That's fair. I think all credit hours cost about the same as the
Mizzou has
problem.
a good business school, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah. And you don't have class on Fridays. Your junior and senior year.
Mizzou.
3-day weekends.
2 hours away.
Mizzou.
In-state tuition.
Drink.
Party school. Drinks.
Drink and drink.
Listen, you
Sorry
know
for
what?
that. Was that not?
Is anyone friends
My
with
bad
drink?
person for that one.
I'm sure he has friends. Yeah. Maybe,
No, you.
His one friend.
Am I
his
friend?
one
No,
friend
I-
ran for mayor.
Because here's
of
what I would
Columbia.
like.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's like one of his.
And then he got in
closest
trouble
friends.
because he gave him a shout
Yeah,
out.
you can't do that, Eli.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that, Eli.
I want Drink to do a 15-second video.
Yeah.
And someone sent it to me where he goes, hey, Tyler Hayes, we have a good business program here. You got to come to Mizzou.
I think Dave Green has a connection. I'm sure you could chat him up and he would recruit
That's what
him.
I want.
Well, when we get Drink on the show, we'll see if he can do a recruiting pitch for us.
Hey, Tyler Hayes, we have a great business program. You better come to Mizzou.
Maybe he can like throw in some passes like in The Blind Side when they're recruiting the kid
we could
too.
or we could do it like this. Drink, we know that you like football players who also play baseball. So Tyler plays a little baseball. He could be a quarterback in a few years.
Can he kick? Can he try out for the
No, he plays baseball. That's his sport.
Yeah.
We'll see. He's now on varsity.
Oh boy.
So we'll see how it goes.
Is he going to be pitching or what?
What's that?
Is he going to be pitching or what?
Yeah. Well, hopefully. That's pretty much.
Well, I didn't know if that was the thing where it was like you're going to be a position player at varsity, but if we swing you down, you get to pitch at JV. That'll happen sometimes.
He wants to pitch.
I think you're.
So we'll see if he can cut it.
Good for him, man. That's awesome.
I've done the right thing. I've paid off all the coaching staff, given them all bobbleheads.
Yeah, my parents didn't do that.
At Ladue? Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard bribing works there.
Yeah.
That's the one place where it doesn't work. Jeff Taylor, why did Rock strategically remove his large melon off the YouTube feed?
Good question.
Because I have the power and suck it.
I could move that and I could just walk over there and turn the turret over there. I wouldn't.
Go for it.
Well, because you'll shut the feed?
No, I'll just move it again. I have the power to move the camera wherever I want to.
Well, just give him a taste.
I don't want to.
Give him a taste.
Oh, fine, I'll give
You
him
look
a
great
taste.
today,
Give him
Rob.
a taste. You look handsome.
Zoom out a little
You know,
bit.
do you shower before you come in the studio?
I do shower, yes.
He doesn't.
I'm a night shower.
Oh.
When you sleep, you sweat.
Yeah.
Don't you wake up fresh?
No. I cannot sweat and I sleep. My girlfriend keeps our house in an igloo. I freeze every night, so I'm not
Well,
sweating.
she's a great American.
I'm not
You're
sweating at
supposed to
all.
sleep in the. Mine's cold too, but
I'm
I
frozen
still
every
wake
night.
up like I just ran a marathon. I better jump in the shower.
Bruce from Birmingham says night shower all the way. JNTX says the horror.
You gotta.
You look
gotta
handsome
shower.
today, Rob. It's okay.
Thanks, buddy. I do shower, Jim. I just shower at night. I'm never going to be a morning shower guy. And I'm not getting up earlier. I'm not dealing with it.
What about you
Sorry.
get like something important in the morning?
Also,
like,
it makes noise and the other person in the bed sleeping.
But what
So that's
about
rude?
But like, are you like let's say you got a big, I don't know, job interview the next day.
I'll do my hair.
You don't shower though
I'll
in the
do my
morning
hair,
before that.
but
Still,
I'm gonna shower.
What do you do? Just get them throwing a little speed stick or something like that?
No,
or-
I do my hair, brush my teeth, put on deodorant, put on nice clean clothes that smell fresh, and I'm out the door.
Okay. I've never
do.
smelt Rockyo and been like,
I haven't either. I just always believe that if you're gonna be in a room for a couple hours with people, out of courtesy, you grab a 10-minute shower, even 5. Just scrub up a little bit.
Never had any complaints.
That's the thing.
Keep on showering at
If
night.
he was smelly,
Brooke
it'd
told
be
me
an
some
issue.
stories. All right.
Oh wow.
Prince of misinformation strikes again.
Oh,
You're saying she didn't?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, I didn't make that up. I'll fold.
I'll fold.
I don't want to.
That was a tough look.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to put words in someone else's mouth that I haven't spoke to about.
Yeah, that'd be unethical, right?
Yeah,
it's not like you were halfway there right off the bat or anything.
No, he jogged it back.
He pulled back at an appropriate time.
I don't need to bring someone else into my crappy world.
What did the kid say? The Arkansas kid. That doesn't look or sound good to the eyes.
It doesn't look or sound good to the eyes, Jim.
No, he didn't say look. He said
that doesn't sound good to the eyes.
It doesn't sound good
that
to the
doesn't
eyes.
sound good to the eyes.
Fantastic. Gene says I didn't have a haircut not that long ago. Tan line on the hairline is prominent. No, it's not, you weirdos. There's a glare. This is why I don't like putting myself on camera. Y'all are a bunch of weirdos.
What do you care then?
Because they're a bunch of weirdos.
Well, you're supposed
Jim.
to be on camera like the rest of us.
No, you guys aren't. You're on camera, Jim. You're the star.
You'll never know these people.
You're the
We don't have a star.
Your name up in big lights.
You know who the star is?
Cam. Yeah, he's not here right now. And we're feeling it.
I'm just like, I'm a middle of the rotation guy.
I feel like you haven't given Cam enough guff for today. That's all I'm saying.
What?
And just
Him leaving?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I did, but I'll
Okay.
give him more tomorrow.
Okay, it's better when
Can you
he's
say what he left for, or is it?
Andy told him
He
to.
actually has to do his job. Yeah, he's got.
No, this is his
This is
job.
also his job. But he's doing his
And
favor.
so Andy books guests knowing that it will interfere with Cam's other job.
It does seem a little rude.
And Cam doesn't say anything. Because Andy knows that he has to run a couple errands and stop by Lululemon. And if it were later, which would save Cam leaving his show, then
no Lululemon.
Then he couldn't get to Lululemon to pick out more body wear.
It's so comfortable, Jim. I'm wearing I'm rocking Lulu right now, man.
expensive.
It's so comfortable, though. It's worth it. It's comfortable and it lasts forever. I'm just saying. It's
What are you
worth
wearing?
it.
Like pants? Like Lululemon pants?
No, gotta go down a layer.
Oh my!
You're
You
wearing
spent all that
Lululemon
money
underwear?
on underwear.
Damn right I am. It's
How much was your Lululemon underwear?
It's like it's not cheap, It's
Dude,
up
just
there.
go to Hanes or Fruit of the Loom
They
or
fall
something.
apart.
No, they don't.
If they fall apart, you can just buy a new pack. They're like $5.
I'm
buy about a pack a year.
I spend on quality, Grant. I talked to you about this.
You
on,
did,
on the,
but
on the,
you got
on the
you
old
spent all that
show.
money on one pair when the Hanes.
Well, you buy 5-packs.
You spent all that money on 5 packs.
You're damn right I do because they're comfortable.
Did you read this?
That is the layer closest to my skin. I need it to be comfortable.
Did you ever read what's in how they make Lululemon men's underwear?
What's in it?
No, seriously.
I'm asking
according
your
to
question.
Wikipedia.
I'm asking your question. I'm asking you the question. I don't know, obviously.
Infused with estrogen.
Oh my God.
That's
why I'm so in touch with my feminine side. Look at that.
That's why you're
fantastic.
that's why you're a lady.
That's why when you watch a movie and they have the moment that's supposed to jerk the tears, I'm like a faucet, Jim. Like a faucet.
Do you cry?
Like a faucet.
You don't cry.
Oh yeah, I'm a big crier.
You cry at movies?
Oh yeah, you get me with the right moment. You hit me with that emotional.
Really?
Oh, I'm a sucker for a
give
good
me
emotional
give me a
hit.
moment that you cried at.
Oh, I don't know. I can't actually pinpoint a moment from a movie. Like name a movie that's supposed to be sad, and I could probably tell you which moment.
Ghostbusters?
No, that's not
No.
sad.
I don't think I've ever cried at a movie.
Me neither.
Feel something you.
The
wish.
saddest movie I ever saw was Brian's Song.
Oh yeah, Brian's Song made me cry.
When Pick died,
Oh,
but I didn't
God,
cry.
Yeah. Oh no, that. Oh God, yeah, that gets me.
He was a fullback that averaged 3.2 yards a carry.
Wow.
Probably better for the Bears that happened.
Dave Chappelle, say what you will about that man, but that man ran for 2,000 yards in a 12-game season.
Field of Dreams almost got me when he's playing catch with his dad at the end. That was moving.
But I will say
That's
this.
not one that. Yeah, that one doesn't give me. As much.
But I was like 10 when I first
Yeah,
watched it.
But he did say, "Do you want to have a catch?"
Yeah, you've always had an issue with
Yeah,
this, haven't you?
I've had an issue with that as well.
Oh
No, that's an East Coast thing. That's
yeah,
what you
I
say.
guess so.
You don't play catch.
No,
You have a catch.
we're gonna go out and play catch.
I agree with Rob.
I'm not gonna go have a
I would
catch.
never say in my life.
I don't
"Do you wanna
like
have a
that,
catch?"
Jim.
I believe the people that say play catch, and this is just a thought, just a conspiracy.
But he's
theory.
not from the East Coast. He's from Iowa.
Thank you.
I think,
Thank you.
I
God
think
bless
he
you, Brian.
realized that the people that say play catch have lower IQs than the people that say have a catch. I think that's what it was about.
That's fair.
He wanted to let people know that his father had
East
a high
Coast
IQ.
snobs.
I will not let a single bit of Jim Hayes's, or Charlie Marlowe's for that matter, East Coast propaganda out on these airwaves. Ranch is better than blue cheese.
Yes.
It's playing catch, not having a catch. And Ohio is not part of the Midwest.
Ohio
I will
just
not.
sucks.
I will not have this from you East Coast elitists. And you know what? I can't. No, I'm not doing it.
Sorry.
Listen, if you want to
They're
enjoy
having
ranch,
too good of a weekend.
just knock yourself out. But just know wings were invented for blue cheese.
I respectfully disagree.
Well, do you know where the wing was?
Well, maybe it was invented.
Was it invented in China?
Really?
And stolen
West
as
Taiwan.
an intellectual
Please,
property.
Please, West Taiwan.
West Taiwan. And it was stolen as an intellectual property by a gentleman from Buffalo, New York, who stole the technology and opened the Anchor Bar.
Okay.
And that's where the wing was invented.
Thank you.
The Anchor Bar in Buffalo. And they serve it with blue cheese.
Jeff Taylor,
Bills.
if you don't cry watching Marley and Me, you do not have a soul, and you might have 2 copies of Mein Kampf. That is, Gino said it too earlier. Gino's like, I'm a history major and I have 1 copy, but if you have the second copy, that's a red flag.
I know.
Is it Lux copy?
But here's the thing.
A word from an afterword from the author.
I think it
It's
was
got a little piece of fabric in there, like a trading card.
He actually was a nice man. I think he was
Who
reading
was?
it. He had other
Which one? Which person?
Tubby Raymond. Tubby Raymond. He also had like the Art of War on there, but I just couldn't imagine he's like, I need 2 Mein Kampfs in case I misplaced one.
Well, maybe when he was losing it, he
had
forgot.
Both of them on display.
On display, as if nothing was wrong, like he didn't know. But he was a really old guy.
Did he have it centered around like a Luger that his grandpa?
No, it was just like it was with other Art of War and like coaching.
Were they right next to each other?
Yeah.
He could have fought in World War II. He was old enough to, I believe.
That's right. That's actually a really good point.
He was born in 1923. It said.
That's a really good
Maybe
point.
he was a Nazi
So he's like,
spy.
he almost definitely did.
So he's like, guys, I had to know this stuff
Here's the
backwards
thing.
and forwards.
He was like a wonderfully successful 1AA coach, won national titles, well thought of in the community. I don't know that. Like he never said.
This is Lydia Moss Bradley all over.
He never said anything would lead me to believe like he believed that stuff. But could besmirching his reputation on this show, but he never. It always shook me that he had 2 copies.
Just was a little jarring.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Science says that's all right, Rock. I am a crier also. Charlie wouldn't cry at Marley and Me. I think that's the point. Is Charlie
he
doesn't like
hates
dogs
dogs.
enough? Yeah. Matt Williams, Rockio is terrible on the radio. He comes off so fake and unbelievable. Turn that movie, man. I'll turn on the waterworks every time. Lateralist says every military movie with a soldier's funeral, I cry every time. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm trying to think what movie recently got me to cry. I got to think about this one for a little bit. I haven't watched a tearjerker in a long time. But if it's supposed to make people cry, it'll get me.
You'll cry?
Oh yeah, I have no problem crying.
What's like the dumbest movie you cried at?
It's a good release of emotions.
What movie did you cry at that you were like, there's no way I'm crying at this right now? You know what I'm saying?
That's a really good question because there's one out there. There's definitely one I'm
for
like,
sure.
This isn't
like a Disney movie or something that like just brought you to tears, like Frozen. For no reason.
Did you see Frozen?
No, I didn't.
Did you see Frozen?
Yeah, I was like 9 when it came out.
All right,
of course I did.
Adults that get
the main song from the second one rips. Like Idina Menzel hits that note.
Will you watch Disney movies that are made for kids now?
Not really. No.
All right.
I've seen.
I
Frozen.
won't even watch Marvel movies.
I watched Frozen with one of my friends' little kids a couple times.
I get it. That's fair.
I saw Frozen too. I don't know why. It was fun. Disney movies are fun. I like the soundtracks.
I don't like
the songs usually bump pretty well.
Animated movies
you don't like
or animated
movies.
show. I don't know.
That's really weird that you just have this you just have this block on an entire median that you just can't get past.
Well, because I think for the most part, I want to suspend disbelief when I'm watching something so I can entrench myself in it. And I know cartoons are not real.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. I don't think it's that weird, but I just don't like the cartoon stuff.
Let's go to Jim. Let's go to break, Jim.
All right, let's go to break. You're listening to Hot Take Central. You can find us at luinfo.com. Back with more.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the west.
The Lou Information Station, where we'll always call it Highway 40 or Highway 40 if you're a boomer.
The St. Louis expression?
Stream our content 24/7 at louinfo.com. The Lou Information Station.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. The Machinists Union is asking Missouri lawmakers and the governor to urge Boeing to return to the negotiating table. The strike at 3 Boeing defense plants in the St. Louis area began August 4th, the day after members of the Machinists Union rejected Boeing's second contract offer. A United States postal audit revealed that several St. Louis mail facilities had serious mail delivery delays. The St. Louis Processing and Distribution Center had more than 2.5 million delayed pieces of mail between June 3rd and 4th. For the largest delayed mail backlog in history, the audit also found security issues. Management is addressing the issues, according to the Inspector General's office. A village of tiny homes will serve as transitional housing for veterans. The project in the Jeff Vanderloo neighborhood in North St. Louis will have 50 fully furnished homes when it's finished. Another 16 are under construction now. The program's been a success in Kansas City, helping veterans transition to permanent housing. St. Louis residents are also welcome to volunteer. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here is your LouInfo.com weather update. Sunny and hot for the later half of our weekend. Almost a carbon copy of what we saw on Saturday. That daytime high expected to flirt with the triple digits. We'll call it in at 99. Light breeze out of the southeast at times. Clear skies this afternoon, staying hot and clear overnight tonight. Not much relief from that heat. Will eventually cool off to 78 and 99 again on Monday for a daytime high. I'm meteorologist Jason Laird for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouth-watering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single day, along with your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. And don't sleep on those Hot Shots tacos. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
See, I have to pay more attention because one of the things that got me, because now that Cam's not here and I'm sort of running points pseudo, is we used to have big, long music beds. We don't do that here. So all of a sudden, I hear the music, and I was like, all right, I got about 6, 8. So nope. And then it's gone, and you have dead air.
That's not good.
No, so I have to pay attention to how we do things here. So that's my fault. Rock.
I'm a fan of
you're
that.
Done.
Rock's
Out.
back. What'd I do?
It's Jim and Grant. This is Hot Take Central. Cam had to run because Andy said he had to be somewhere. So, so cracked the whip, and so Cam left. But Grant kind enough to come in, spend the 9 o'clock hour with us. And
blast.
so what's the rest of your day like here? See what Cam does with whoever's like the young board up. He goes, How do we get to world peace? I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
What do you have to do with the rest of your day?
So next hour is kind of what we were just talking about. I got my Mizzou show with Vic Faust. We have
he was a Mizzou player,
Mizzou
right?
tight end, yeah. And then
a good one, right?
Yes. And then on top of that, coming in he was a good blocking tight end. He was he didn't find the end zone very much, but yeah.
Doesn't matter if you play and it's Division
he was
One,
very
you're
good,
a stud.
Corby Jones, stud quarterback, Mizzou Hall of Famer, is coming on to talk to us about Missouri football at 10:30. He played in the 90s. So yeah, we're 10 days away.
Why can't you get a 15-second video from Drink for me?
I think we can. I think that is
if you could get that, and it has to be a video.
Yeah.
So that way I can pretend that Mizzou wants my son, and it'll save me a boatload of money.
Perfect.
Because the other schools he's looking at are much more expensive.
Yeah.
And I've gotten my son videos from celebrity ever since he was a little kid. But this would be instead of for him, this would be for me to try to trick him into going to Mizzou. And you got a good education. I mean,
great.
You picked an awful career. So I think you're good at it.
Thank you.
I think you're well ahead of the game. But I mean, it's an awful industry. You sure you don't want to go into business?
I
go to law school, be an agent.
I think I'd be agent would be cool. That would be
gotta
cool.
go to. I'm told you got to get a legal degree.
Maybe if I just know a guy, they'll get me. See, I don't like the legal stuff though. I don't. I'd be a manager, just a player's friend that looks out for him.
Wait, like an entourage guy? You'd be in there because there's not really sustainability in that.
That's true.
Go get it. All right, I'm not gonna. You could end up.
Go get my.
I was a lunch pail guy. Never had like these great gifts. Perhaps you have it, so you'll have a great career.
I hope so.
I've been mediocre from jump, so I'm just gonna.
If I can be your mediocre, I'd be happy with that.
All right. Well,
I'd be happy with that.
Hopefully, I can sustain this till retirement, and hopefully, it's a valuable, fruitful. You could replace me. How about that?
I take over with the mediocrity.
Well, that's the bar you want to set. That's going to do it for Hot Take Central. We'll be back tomorrow. Always listen to us on LouInfo.com.
All aboard!
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation.